Well, the role of the communication office is that significant. Like many people have asserted, it is the foundation to the growth and development of any institution. Welcome to Beyond the Surface. This is where we ask, but also discuss critical issues that affects our thoughts, feelings, and behavior. This time round, we'll be delving much into what happens to the office of the public and corporates in any institution. How important is this office? If there are mental health issues, what is it that they do to address them? Peter Kaujju, the head of communication and marketing at UMEME, brings us to speed on this discussion. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Kaujju, for joining us.
Thank you very much. It's always nice to talk to you. My name is Peter Kaujju, and I work here at UMEME. I am the head of communications and marketing. My job is to ensure that we are serving people well, with safe and reliable power. That is what makes me wake up every day, passion to serve.
First and foremost, I would like to find out what is the significance of the Office of the Public and Corporates personnel in any institution of government, or be it the private sector.
Yeah, communication is key because it's actually the thrust of any business, of any organization. If, for instance, you're working hard, let's say your business is mining, and you're down there, and you are not communicating with the people who should actually be taking whatever you're digging out of that, it becomes a problem. So for us at UMEME, we believe that communication is actually the oil, the grease in our business, because there's so many parts, so many moving parts of the organization, of the business, and they are all put together by communication. So personally, I value communication because I know that even when I have never been pregnant, but I hear that for a woman to be pregnant, there is a way she also communicates with the baby that is inside. When something goes wrong, she's able to tell that there is this. So communication entails that you actually plan, coordinate, and bridge all the gaps, all the other sections of, if it's a tree, so all the branches, they are actually all put together by communication. Okay. So you may be achieving a lot in your respective units, but if they are not linked, if they are not speaking to each other, then those achievements might never be visible, they might never be appreciated, they might never be seen.
So, Mr. Peter, what are some of the common challenges in relation to mental health that institutions face on a day-to-day basis?
The world is moving at a very terrific speed. A lot of involvement in terms of IT, and everything is fast-paced right now, and that is a very good thing. That we are moving faster than before, but it also comes with lots of challenges because we deal with a lot of things on a daily basis. Even when you leave home to come and work, you can never, for instance, settle at work when you have a challenge at home. There are so many things that we fight with on a daily basis, and that would be a big challenge if you are not mentally stable. So mental health is real, and we have seen it, we have experienced it. Like I said, personally and practically, I would never really settle here at work when I have challenges coming in from home. If I have any issue which is not addressed, then I would actually give you my half attention, and so I will not serve to the best of my capabilities. But again, it's very important also to balance as individuals, because all motors, we are prone to some challenges. We are prone to some difficult times. We are also prone to a lot of anxiety, and also times like I said, when technology comes, some people first of all fear we're going to lose jobs, how we're going to cope. But the earlier you adapt, the earlier you see how you're going to, navigate and remain relevant. It's very important. But we deal with quite a lot of things that at the end of the day affect our mental health. So where we sit also as a business or as an entity, we really pay a lot of attention to the mental health of our people, of our stakeholders, and especially our staff, because if it's not attended to, it can escalate into something else, both at individual level, but also it would definitely affect the performance of people if they're not well taken care of. So on a daily basis, we are looking at some of those issues that actually affect our people and would be a problem if not attended to, escalating into mental health challenges. So we pay close attention to it. We engage with experts to come and engage with our people. We provide counseling services. We have talks right from top management to the people, to the last man, in terms of trying to find out their well-being and how best we can improve the environment to get the best out of them, but also to ensure that they're actually conducting whatever they are conducting without forgetting that life and health comes first.
So how can institutions create a conducive and corporate working environment for their staff in dealing with mental health issues?
First of all is to create an open communication system so that people can freely interact and speak out their mind. Many people bottle up because sometimes of the approaches. If, for instance, somebody came up and said, I have this issue, can I get sorted, can I get help, can I get guidance? Traditionally, some entities would actually suffocate that, and they would not promote, free space for people to talk. So I think every working environment should be able to support people by creating that environment where people speak freely without feeling that there would be the repercussions would be bad. They would lose their jobs. They would be, witch hunted. So all that is important. I think an open environment that supports people to air out their views and also to share what affects them would be a very good starting point to enable that. But also to have a support system, because we are human. We break down. We are affected by the environment. We are affected when times get bad, when inflation is high and your purchasing power has gone down, meaning you can't get what you used to get through the money that you're able to get, then you're challenged in one way or another. And sometimes people just need to get somebody to speak to. It may not be money, it may not be really financial resources, but somebody whom you can trust, somebody whom you can speak to, and they're able to provide a solution. And in most cases, solutions to challenges that we face on a daily basis are usually around us. But again, if the environment is not supportive and people keep very closed to themselves, then challenges are bound to crop up. So when I feel free, that when I open up to my HR person, when I open up to my direct report, when my people, my staff that work with me feel free with me, then they're able to reach out to me very easily and say, by the way, I have a challenge at home. I'm not able to come today, but I can work remotely. So such things, even employers should actually be flexible. We saw this from the advent of COVID. Many people were laid off. Those challenges came. People had bills to manage. People had a lot of things to do. But also creativity came in. And most entities have actually maintained that up to now, that if an employee is not able to work physically here, they can still be supported to work remotely and they will deliver. So we have to look at some of those creative ideas that support the well-being of people in their workspaces.
Now, back to your office, what role do you think the communication office plays in dealing with mental health issues in an institution?
Yeah, first of all, like I said, communication is at the center of literally everything every organization should be doing. And so in our case, we have facilitated by ensuring that we link top management with the staff. And how do we do this? We arrange what you would call town halls, town halls, where we have senior management interacting with staff, right up to the last person, and we create open forums. We create webinars We allow these platforms actually to be utilized. We support platforms like the intranet, where people come and air their views freely, and they mention issues. Management picks those issues and deals with them one by one. We also support and run with face-to-face engagements, because we are a national entity. We cut across the country, so we have created days in months where the entire senior management staff actually move in one group, and we are speaking to staff, listening to them, what their issues are, and then we are able to attend to them. We do tutorials as well, from sometimes the managing director, from sometimes other members of management, sharing views, and also again creating open platforms where people, if they have issues, they air them, they write them, and then we are able to respond to them. We do videos again as well from staff from wherever they are, if they have again any challenges, any issues, or sometimes even good stories that they have to share, and we carry them, we run them through our platforms. And I think this is one way of encouraging one another, and of also really telling people that, look, don't bottle up. When you have any issues, please air them out. It's possible, and we can attend to them. And we have seen results. We have seen results as a business out of creating an atmosphere where people can explain themselves, where people can share challenges, where people can share ideas on how they can improve. And this has a direct impact in terms of output. Also for us at an video level, but also as an organization, as a business. You see results where people are able to articulate themselves and share what affects them.
So through your office, how do you monitor and measure the effectiveness of all these services?
My office is actually, you would call it the social function of the business, because we work in the community, and we have two communities, if I can say that. We have the internal community, which actually deals with our staff. We go out speaking to people. We listen to people, because if we don't have people who are ready and passionate, to serve, then you will see the results. You would be complaining about service all the time. You would be complaining about extortion all the time. You'd be complaining about people who are broken down all the time. Yes, we fall sick because we are human, but through also these platforms again, and open channels where there is feedback, people coming to talk to you, and also you relay feedback, you're able to see a team that is actually quite free and passionate about what they do, and where there are problems, we get that communication coming through. So again, through our department, we go to communities, we do community barazas across the country, we support a lot of sustainability programs in the communities. We have health camps working hand in hand with many other partners. Again, we see feedback. We speak to people directly who consume our services, and also we see what happens. Those that are happy actually a majority, but also where there are problems, people open up, and we are quick to go and address it. So communication is not just an end in itself, because for instance, if somebody has a complaint about our service somewhere, say a broken pole somewhere, they report through the platforms that we have. They can report through WhatsApp, they can report through the website, they can report through direct phone call, and we coordinate that, link with our boots on ground, the guys on ground, say there's a problem here, there's a reference here, there's a number here, look for this person and find out what the challenge is, so we can guide and address. Ultimately, what we want is service. So we go through all these communication channels, to serve our internal customers, and that's our staff, who are our number one ambassadors, and then also to serve our customers, like Mr. Makuya, who may have a challenge with his meter or with his pole. So through that, we are able to address that. By the way, there are people who may actually charge. A customer calls and he's agitated and he's rough. He says, I give you my money and I'm not getting, some of these, like I said, we go through a lot. There could be a big cause to that. Maybe somebody has reported once, they've reported twice, and it gets to his head. He says, I can't stomach this anymore because I pay my money, I deserve a better service. And that could actually be, if you don't attend to that, it could actually cause a problem to somebody's mental health as well, because he feels derailed, he feels cheated, he feels underserved with what he's actually paying for. So that's critical, and we pay attention to that for us as communicators.
If I heard you well, you said you have all these services available in UMEME. So I'd like to find out what is embedded in your packages of mental health in UMEME.
Yeah, we have lots of engagements actually that go on almost on a weekly basis, and we engage mental health experts to support us. Like I said, sometimes many things induce our mental health challenges. At times it's challenges at home, but in most cases it may be challenges at work. It could be people not getting along with their supervisors, people getting their issues not attended to, people feeling frustrated maybe with the services that we offer. Sometimes it could actually be something to do with financial management. It's something that we take for granted, but it could actually affect us big time. So we get experts on mental health, and we have counseling sessions, because many times as a human being, you'll also get to a point where you feel you're not making a breakthrough, you feel you've hit a rock, and you need somebody to talk to you. So these services are actually available 24 hours a day to our staff, including to myself. And they open up, people feel free to open up to these counselors. Sometimes where they find it may be difficult to open up to your supervisor or all that. So we look at issues all around that may affect somebody's mental health. And we also look at issues that relate to our environment, as I have indicated. Could it be relationship issues? Could it be financial? Could it be family? Could it be work related? So how do we support? I think through these services that we offer, through various experts, so not only one person, but we have a combination of about 6 companies that we deal with to provide us with these services.
Your parting shot as we plan to wind up this very interesting conversation, Mr. Peter Kaujju.
Yeah, I once attended, not so long ago, I had an engagement in Mbale, and as UMEME, we have been working to support brain surgery for children with hydrocephala. And the doctor there, the director in charge of medical services, said, your brain is all you have, and your brain is time. So take care of it. Don't allow anything to encroach. When you see you getting challenges and all that, seek support. Speak to somebody, because once your brain is affected, once you lose it, that's the end of you. So it's very important that we care for ourselves, we care about what we do, but above all, even when you have thousands and thousands of tasks ahead of you, it starts with you. So think about your health and think about your mental health as well, because for us in the business that we do, we provide electricity, which is a very good ingredient almost in everything that everybody does. Whether a small person who is dealing in a barber shop, whether you're retailing, whether you do medium-sized business, to the largest industry, you need power. But again, this power is also dangerous, and we keep telling people that it is safety first. So as you're coming to work, you have to look at your safety gear. If you are in operation, if you're somebody who goes to the network, you can't just go up without getting your safety gear in place. So the same way we should actually think about our health. We should think about our safety. We should think about our life. Yes, that is my recommendation. And it is what we do here as UMEME. It is safety first. But above all, I would really want to encourage everybody that we have seen situations deteriorate into what you would not want to have, especially as employers or as individuals. Always think about the status of your people's mental health, because it is real. If it's not attended to, it can escalate into a problem, yet it's something you can avert by simply promoting open communication and supportive mechanisms to the people that we work with.
Thank you very much for finding time to speak to us, especially on matters regarding mental health. I hope this discussion has not left me or not left any other person the same. Thank you for being part and parcel of this Beyond the Surface. My name is Fred Makuya.